It's okay, it's alright. You won't be waiting for long. All alone. Everybody wants that.
What up? What up? Okay, so I want to talk to you about something. It's a little bit more about fit issues than it is about what shoe I'm wearing. Well, I guess it's kind of about what shoe I'm wearing. However, so the fit issue that I want to talk about has to deal with those who wear running shoes a lot. Recently, I'm not sure, was it Yale or Harvard? One of the two did a medical study about toe spring and how that aspect of a shoe is actually bad for our feet. As I wear a massive amount of running shoes, I've actually noticed a problem that I'm having with toe spring. Now, to explain toe spring, the curvature at the tip of a shoe, at the end of the shoe in the front, is called toe spring. Some people call it a kicker. I like to call it a kicker, because it's the finishing move as you roll off of the toe. The toe spring of a shoe actually makes our toes do certain things. It makes our feet react a certain way. There's science and technicality behind it. I'm just coming from a layman's point of view. Toe spring, I have found, causes me a major problem and depresses me quite a bit because I just recently purchased probably one of the best shoes I've ever had. I've been waiting forever for this shoe to come out, and it finally does. I finally get my hands on it. I finally get my feet in it, and sadly, I think the toe spring is causing me a problem. So, we're talking about the Adizero Adios Pro with a massive amount of toe spring right there. The problem I'm having is I have a long big toe, and I've had turf toe on my right foot before, so that's inevitably going to turn into arthritis or something down the road. But right now, I have a stiff joint right there. Doesn't really cause a whole lot of problems until I get in the wrong shoe. The first time I ever really noticed it was in the Infinity Run FK. Nike's Infinity Run React FK. Great shoe. Loved it. It's built on a rocker with a slightly negative taper in the back and a massive amount of toe spring in the front. So then the ball of my foot flares up. I'm like, do I have arthritis? Do I have gout? Like, what is going on with my foot? My entire foot swells up, and I don't know what's going on. Now, because of the way that my foot is shaped and the fact that I have a long, big toe, a lot of pressure goes through that toe when I'm running or walking. Didn't realize that. I thought it was an injury. And then I switched shoes. I went back to my Ultra Boost. I really wanted the Infinity Run to work out because it's a dope shoe. Switch back, pain goes away. I'm like, is this just a sort of coincidence or what happened here? But I stayed away from the Infinity Run FK, much to my own dismay. But I did it for myself, for the run, for the fit. All right, so last week, I did a lot of training in my 1080 V10s from New Balance. Beautiful shoe. Amazing shoe. And so it fit really well for me. I know a lot of people don't like this, but I absolutely love the heel lockdown. It was great. Notice something about this shoe? Whoo, it's got a toe spring. That toe spring on this joint is probably as drastic as this, which is a plated, technically not a plated, but you know what I mean, a carbon assisted shoe with the energy rods up front. This one has just as much spring in the toe. That thing is kicking, okay? Toe flares up. Foot is hurting a bit. Had a great workout. Did some plyos, box hops, running. Felt good. Plush ride. Toe spring. Toe flares up the next day. So I'm like, is it plated shoes? No, can't just be that, because this one A doesn't have a plate. B, it's plush and it's pretty even though it's stacked. Toe spring. So then this one, plush ride, great fit, great lockdown, knit. Like, what is it? No plate, toe spring. So then I'm like, let me try one that I really like. The similarities between these two shoes are incredible. They're not that far apart at all in performance and fit. But this one doesn't have the same amount of toe spring. Okay? So the Brooks Hyperion Elite 2 has a plate in it, but the profile of the shoe is a little more traditional. It doesn't necessarily have that toe spring. Like, it doesn't even kick as hard as this New Balance, as the 1080. So I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? Swelling goes down. I try this one. Perfect. No swelling, no toe problem. I'm like, I wonder. And I was still a little bit sore. I love how it fits and feels. Again, that toe kick doesn't happen near as hard. So then, all day today, I happen to be in my Ultra Boost 20 on purpose because I wanted to test this theory. Now, again, your average person probably isn't going to really understand. Your average hype shoe driven person probably isn't going to care much. I love kicks. I'm not a big hype shoe person, but I know what I like. I buy stylish kicks. I buy fashionable kicks. The entire reason that kicks are life for me is because I was an athlete. So I do have to pay attention to how it feels, how it fits, how it functions. In my crew, my OSD crew, Obsessive Sneaker Disorder, shouts out to the crew, always. In my crew, I was always the technical fit person. And so I'm like, okay, let me try these out. Let me see what these do all day and see how things roll. Zero pain, zero swelling, instant fix. So now I'm depressed because this shoe that I love so much is the culprit. The day after I bought them, there was a whole lot of pressure going through my big toe, and I could feel that as I was walking, as I was running, as I was trying to get my train on. There's a whole lot of pressure going through that big toe because of the steep drop off of that toe kick or that toe spring. Like, okay, am I getting rid of this shoe? Hell no. Like, of course not. But there's gonna be a come to Jesus moment in terms of whether or not I wear it a lot. Is it just a collector's item shoe now? Do I sell it, in fact, to a worthy runner who couldn't get their hands on it? Because I don't want to keep somebody from this shoe. It's fantastic, but the fact remains that toe spring is a real thing. Now, I love the stiffness of a shoe like this. I've said it before. I am a tall runner. I'm almost 6'4". I'm leggy. I'm heavier than your normal runner just because of my build. I love a shoe that can take the pressure of me sprinting and running and doing my thing in it. Love it. That's why your plated or stiffness assisted shoes work so well. Another shoe that is built on a very similar profile without the massive kick, without the hard plate shape, is the Endorphin line, the Endorphin Speed and Endorphin Pro. Felt great, had no problems in that shoe when I tested that one out. So again, this is a sort of reshuffling of monies. Do I sell this and get one of those? I don't want to part with this one though. But toe spring, the kicker, is a real thing. So I thought I would just talk to y'all real quick about that. Be very careful. That roll technology, the plate technology, the assisted technology that pushes you, the finish of that shoe, that toe spring is a very real thing. And it could be causing you problems that you might be blaming on something else. So, something to keep in mind. All right, thanks for rocking with me. Good to see y'all. Peace.
Oh, I